Hey guys, happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. I wanted to give an update on everyone on how I'm doing. I'm recovering pretty well from my surgery. Not on pain meds for the most part at this point, and just working on kind of recovering. No complications occurred during surgery, and obviously the past couple weeks were rough for a little bit, but I'm getting there, and I'm expecting to go back to work not next week, but the week after that, and I don't anticipate there being any issues with that. So pretty excited and blessed to be in that position. As far as I went and talked to the doctor, and they pulled up the pathology report for me. It's no, they pulled negative margins, and they also pulled lymph nodes during the surgery. It hadn't spread to any lymph nodes, and basically, what they're calling it is moderately differentiated adenocarcinoma. I don't know how you say it. You can read it if you can, but it's kind of the standard colon cancer. However, the tumor extent, it invades through the mucularis priorita, whatever. Basically, it had invaded the muscle wall, so it would be stage 2, not stage 1. It's not stage 3, which stage 3 would be being a lymph node had spread. And I think it's on a stage 2 diagnosis. I get the impression it's not, it's like on a more moderate side, because it could theoretically have been pretty bad in the location and not spread to a lymph node, but it seems like it's somewhat minor in the location, but then also not spread. So stage 2, it's not stage 1, which would have been the best case scenario. They did do some mismatch repair proteins, a couple proteins they looked at, the MLH1, PMS2, MSH2, and MSH6, all intact, which I guess basically just means this is not hereditary or genetic. It's just like a weird anomaly kind of cancer. Now, the downside, so the good news is it's not stage 3, and it's pulled out of my body. There's no evidence of it being there outside of what it was. It hadn't spread. They pulled other lymph nodes. These are all good news. However, it is stage 2, which means it's a conversation about whether or not we would do chemo or like what the next steps would be. So I have a follow-up on the 1st with an oncologist, which I haven't had an oncologist here in Arizona because there really wasn't really anything to talk about until we did the surgery. If it had been stage 1, we might have just been done, but it's stage 2, so I have a meeting with oncologists on November 1st, and there we'll find out, what the recommendation is. I think, generally speaking, the impression I get from different people is because I am young, a lot of the times they'll consider chemo. But stage 2, based off other conversations with other oncologists, is a bit of a toss-up whether you decide to do it or not. So I'll have to just talk to them and find out what they think, and then based off that decide what we want to do. Bare minimum, I'm sure there'll be scans and things to keep an eye on me, which would be through the oncologist people. So it's kind of continuing care. Obviously the surgeon's done, he's done his job, so it's kind of moving on to the next step. But as obvious as it is, it's still going to drag out for a bit longer. I was hoping to know more about whether or not I would need chemo today, but it makes sense that I'll need to talk to an oncologist. So that will be, I guess, in 2 weeks. And then I have another appointment for genetic testing later. From everything I've seen, though, this is not genetic, so I don't think my kids are at least inherently at higher risk. Obviously, because I have cancer, they're going to be at higher risk in general. But there's no reason specifically to think that because of the cancer that they would be. So ultimately, all great news. Just the story's not done, and you still got to find out what's next. And if it is chemo, what would the chemo be? What would that be like? How bad would it be? There's a variety of different options. I've heard some chemos are pills, some chemos are, directly to the heart through a PICC line. So it's hard to know what would happen. So more to come on that. Outside of that, if you're still on this video, I just want to say thank you. Over the past year, multiple months, but recently, as well as while we were with Luke, we've had a lot of support from all of you guys. The meals, people have given us money. We've been taken care of by people, and I just can't thank everyone enough. We really, really appreciate it. I'm hoping this journey will be over soon. But if it isn't, you guys have definitely helped a lot, and I want to express how grateful we are to all of you. Even just the prayers or the comments or just paying attention, watching the videos, like it does mean a lot to us. So thank you so much, and I guess I'll give another update in a couple weeks. Outside of all the craziness and more uncertainty, anxiety related stuff, I'm getting better. So there's a lot to be thankful for. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll give an update later.